Welcome in. My name is Parzival, and if you hear it means you like video games or like to listen to stuff in the background usually. While you're doing dishes or, homework or sleeping or whatever it is you got going on. So, since this is an introduction, let me tell you about myself. I'm gonna keep most of my life personal. So I'm currently 23. Last 12 years of my life, I've watched YouTube, and lately it's become more so listening. Listening while sleeping, usually. And I want to give back. I think a lot of the things I've always wanted is to listen to people talk about their problems. Obviously, a lot of people come to YouTube, as I've always done, for things to have an escape from the real world. And I think it's always, to me, given a sense of, I suppose, escapism with YouTube. People come here to, like I said, run away from their problems. And I think it leaves a gap in people's lives. Myself, I grew up in a place where, my family didn't really talk about their problems. As a man, if you have an emotion, you bury it deep inside you. If you have a problem, you fix it yourself. Obviously as a kid, my mom tried to talk to me about things, but I've never been much of a talker, and it's, sometimes I find it difficult to talk directly to people. And I think that's gotta change. So for me, this channel is an outlet. It's something to talk about my problems, to practice talking, whatever it may be, whatever the issues are. Maybe I just feel like talking. Maybe I'm excited about a topic and have no one to talk to except, open air. And usually it's all internalized for me, usually I just keep it in my head and then it fizzles away. So here we are. Hopefully you can join me, and hopefully I can, be the voice for other people. Hopefully I can give a sanctuary for, people. And obviously I'm not perfect. Obviously I don't talk perfectly. Sometimes I'll stutter, sometimes I'll repeat things, sometimes I'll say way too much. And that's okay. I think it's a matter of getting comfortable with myself and being comfortable with talking. And if for others, hopefully it's something to listen to, something calming. Not to say I'm no ASMR, YouTuber. I'm no I don't even know. I'm no one special. I don't have no deep voice or anything that really makes me stand out, aside from being who I am. I used to think of myself as lacking personality and lacking a connection to the world. You know, with how much I've slept through my life. You know, I've always just lived in my dreams, and it's... I think people need to be aware that the world isn't as bad as it, you know, they think it is. Obviously there's bad in the world, and there's good in the world. And my goal is to be, well, one of the goods in the world. So, I think that's about it. I welcome you to join me in, you know, each of these conversations I have, and just to relax, or maybe not stress so much on all the bad in the world, or, well, I guess not the bad in the world, but, you know, all of your problems. Have a good one.